In a time of filters, Photoshop, and all-around fake news, can we create authenticity in a picture-perfect world? This is an investigation into what comes after oversaturation for influencer marketing. Consumers are growing increasingly more put off by influencers, as the marketing strategy seems to have hit a point of oversaturation. Everyone, including their moms, really seems to be in on it.
They said everyone and their mother was a parade girlie. I didn't realize they meant my mother.
At the end of the day, in order to continue to use influencers as marketing tools, brands need to shift their focus from striving for getting as much product out as possible to creating an actually authentic experience for their target customer. You don't need to scrap the entire gifting process. In fact, it's really encouraged that you continue to do it with your influencers. But let's just tweak it, only a little bit. Interviews with consumers and secondary research showed that people want an authentic experience with influencers. This can be in the form of honest reviews, partnerships that actually make sense, connected values, and so much more. It's suggested then that as the first solution, we instill a mandatory waiting period between the influencer actually receiving the product and then posting about the product. Within this period, they are required to wear or use the product an X amount of times as decided by you. This mandatory trial period guarantees the influencer has actually tried the product before speaking on it or even posting about it, and can give an honest review and experience for the audience. This solution is a lot more than just waiting for an influencer to post about your product. In fact, it actually works against some of the negatives that come with influencer marketing. By having influencers wait out a certain amount of time and wear your product, actually trying it, we get honest reviews. We work against the oversaturation of the market because those that want to be insta-famous just don't have the time to wait. And it works against toss-away culture because people have actually tried the items and they want to keep them. It helps people to fall in love with your brand. Next is solution 2, gifting to established brand lovers. Loyal brand lovers deserve maybe just a little treat every once in a while, and this category makes for the best reviews on your brand. We already discussed the importance of reviews for consumers, so why not ensure that all of your reviews end up being almost always positive? Gifting product to established brand lovers then becomes an act of appreciation for the customer and a push for a more genuine and authentic content creation. Plus, who doesn't love a free gift?
Spot on our PR list. Here's how to enter. Follow us on TikTok. Like this video. Drop a heart down below. That's it. Good luck everyone.
Instead, by focusing on those who already love your brand, you're building up your community, essentially guaranteeing a more positive word of mouth and exposure, and creating a bond between the brand and the influencer, and then the influencer and the consumer, thereby creating an all-around authentic experience. Lastly, we have solution 3, which is brand-specific transparency guidelines. Your first reaction to transparency may be asking yourself and your brand, doesn't that leave me very exposed if something goes wrong? What if consumers think it's too open? Oh God, what if they find something they don't like? Let me be the one to tell you. Consumers will seek out this information whether you post it or not. So why not bear it all ahead of time and instead of playing hide and seek, actually just show the consumers everything that's going on? By creating your own transparency guidelines and not simply just following what the FTC requires of you, you may be setting yourself further apart from your competition. In terms of influencers themselves and your selection of them, by showcasing exactly how you went about your selection, your research process, how they were paid, and other opportunities for transparency, you may save your brand and yourself from cancel culture should something go wrong, because you're showing that you did your due diligence and actually did your research before selecting just anybody to represent your brand. These 3 solutions can work alone or as a team to create the most authentic experience between brand and influencer, and further influencer and consumer. At the end of the day, consumer wants and needs are always changing. This works hand in hand with the fact that social media is constantly evolving. In an industry that's constantly evolving, brands need to be on top of it all and better cater to their consumer wants and needs. If you want your brand to be seen as authentic, you have to actively work to create content that feels genuine and authentic. So how can you bring your brand from cookie cutter to authentic? Select your influencers with care, for one, looking for those who may already create genuine content, or look to your established loyal customers. I'm sure that they would appreciate the love. And then update your contracts to reflect the solutions presented to you. In a world of Photoshop, paid reviews, and where filters reign supreme, it may feel like authenticity is an impossibility, but that's not true. And this is your opportunity to be as real as possible.